welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Mr. Charles once again. I hope you enjoyed chapter 1 analysis. If you did, please like, subscribe and comment, and obviously get the word out, okay, that Mr. Charles is doing grade 11 content. I'm so excited, and we are doing Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe. Obviously you had to watch chapter 1 in order to watch this one. It's logical. Let's do a recap. So we have a protagonist, and grade 11s, I want you to use this word all the time in your essays, in your contextual questions. The protagonist, Okonkwo. Okay, very, very important. So we have a protagonist. He is feared, admired and respected within the, both Umuofia and Mbino context, and it's obviously because of how he grew up, and more so because of his indolent father, the useless father as well. Okay, so obviously you get to recap from chapter 1 and chapter 2. It's quite intense. So Okonkwo was, we can say, laying or trying to sleep when he heard the sound of the ogene. Now this is a musical instrument in Nigeria, quite popular by the way. So he heard the sound of the ogene, and whenever you hear that sound, it is an indication that something is wrong, something happened. It is a call, in other words. So you hear gome, 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 gome. And when you hear the sound, you know that something happened. And obviously Okonkwo is alarmed and is trying to find out what is amiss, what is wrong, what happened. Okay, and you hear the sound gome, 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 and Okonkwo is reclining on his bamboo bed. He's reclining, he's about to sleep when he heard the sound, and he knew something was amiss, something was wrong. Okay, and then it's a cry, it's a plea, and to come out. And an elderly man came out, and he mentioned that it is compulsory for all the men of Umuofia to meet at the marketplace tomorrow. It is obligatory, it is compulsory, it is imperative that all the men in Umuofia meet at the marketplace tomorrow, obviously to determine what was amiss, what happened, what was wrong. Okay, and in chapter 2 goes into detail where they explain how uncanny it is, when it's dark. So apparently, animals are more dangerous when it's dark, and even a snake is called a string at night, given that it can hear. So I find that quite interesting when we have this African, storytelling and culture being emphasized as well. So obviously Okonkwo tried to figure out what was wrong, what happened. Maybe, it was a message about a war against Mbino. And Okonkwo was not afraid of war. In fact, he was not afraid of blood at all. Unlike his father, Unoka. Unoka's a coward. He cannot stand the sight of blood. In contrast, Okonkwo, he loves blood. Revenge and fear and intimidation, power. He thrives of these characteristics, And he also he owns 5 human heads. 5 human heads in his obi. So an obi is a hut in Nigeria. Okay, so when he took his first human head, he actually drank the wine from his first human head as well. Okay, so guys, please forgive me, and I think it's important to clarify this. When things fall apart, it's easy to be, discombobulated when it comes to the names, and I know I struggle as well. Remember, this is a Nigerian novel, and therefore names are quite uncommon. So we have Ugbuifi Izigu, Oboifi Ezekiel is an elder in the community, you know, and he's instructed to speak. He's a powerful speaker. And during these times when there's a bit of unrest, he is given the opportunity to speak and present. Oboifi Ezekiel, please forgive me. Okay, and there were like 10,000 men, 10,000 men at the marketplace wanting to know what happened. And he pointed in the direction of Mbino. He pointed in the direction of Mbino. So as mentioned, he pointed in that direction of Mbino, and then he delivered the message. A girl has been murdered from Umuofia in Mbino. A girl has been murdered from Umuofia in Mbino, from Okonko's village in Mbino. And many spoke, but it was decided to give them an ultimatum. And the ultimatum was, and it was instructed that they must give up a girl, a virgin girl in particular, and a young lad to avoid war. It's either they give up a lad, the virgin girl, and they avoid going to war against Mbino. And it was decided to give up the virgin girl and the young lad, which we later, come to know as Ikemefuna. Another question would be, why avoid war? Number one, Umuofia is absolutely feared and respected. They are feared because of their magic and because of the war. More importantly, they are feared because they have Okonko. Remember, he has 5 human heads in his obi on display. So they absolutely fear him as well. Okay? And Okonko was given the responsibility to go to Mbino and to collect the virgin girl that's going to replace the murdered wife and the lad Ikemefuna. It was also decided that Ikemefuna must live with Okonko for 3 years. It was decided that Ikemefuna, the young lad, must live with Okonko for 3 years. Okonko took him in. And he lived with Okonko for 3 years. Okay? And I think this is important. Chapter 2, if you like this, please subscribe. Please share the word as well. And I'll do chapter 3 to the rest of the novel, of course. Cheers.